Just hire a nice stewardess for everything.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
no.
I like this.
That's a bad idea.
Große Ereignisse werfen ihre Schatten voraus. Five Finger Death Punch, Zoltan and Ivan. Guys, you have a new record in the pipeline, correct?
That is correct. Actually, probably the best one so far.
Absolutely the best work we've done so far, hands down. Because, you know, and I'm not taking away from any of the past or previous albums, but we really put our hearts into this one.
And the title is?
Got Your Six.
Because it's a sixth record.
It's a sixth record, and it's kind of like a, you know, it's a slang that people use. Got Your Six means got your back, and it's been a term that we're hearing from the fans. You guys got our six, we got yours. They kept hearing it in meet and greets, and we were like, hey, it's a sixth record, and this is a term that keeps coming to us. Why not? So that's how the title came.
I mean, the last record was a double album, and it's less than 2 years ago. So are you constantly hit by inspiration, or what's the reason for that fast work in progress?
I think they're hit by inspiration.
MV4's
I just get hit.
It's pretty funny because he has the hardest job, because I have to come up with a riff, he has to come up with a vocal melody and the lyrics. So it's pretty funny when we hand him 15 tracks, like, here you go, Ivan.
And then there's always that moment where I really like the song and I just want it done. And then they send it back to me and they're like, well, change this and let's talk about this part and whatnot. And I'm just going, all right, you write it.
On the wrong side, you had a huge variety. So how about the new record? Is it like pretty focused, or does it have the same variety?
Actually, this one, I would say it's more focused in a specific area. I mean, we usually try to make diverse records, and this one, everybody just came in the studio with this high of the last two records were extremely successful, and we were in a really good mood. We just came off a really successful arena tour in the US, so I guess that energy we carried into the studio, because every song is kind of up-tempo, so it's a faster, it's obviously we're not a death metal band, so it's not fast in those terms, but for us, it's a faster, more energetic record.
It's got like power grooves, and it really just moves on you, you know what I'm saying? It never really stops, and we stayed away from doing ballads on this one. We kind of wanted to get back to our metal roots, and yeah, dude, it's the heaviest thing I think we've done yet.
And would there be any guests on the record?
No, we stayed away from that, and we also decided that we weren't going to do any covers on this album. We just wanted to get back to our roots and what brought us into music. This was all about us, not to sound conceited, but we wanted to show the world that we're not going anywhere.
So you had major tours with Avenged Sevenfold, now with Judas Priest. I mean, how did you find the time? Do you ride on tour?
Somewhat, but we find a time that this is all we do. So when we go home from the road, we have maybe a week off, and then be back into the studio.
I mean, if it gives you any idea on how much passion we really put into this one, I bought a new house, my first real house, about 5 months ago, and I went into the studio about 2 weeks after I signed on the title, and then we went on tour, and then we went to the studio. Yeah, so in other words, long story short, I haven't seen my house yet.
We live in hotel rooms and tour buses and
airplanes,
but we love it. That's that. And there's something about airplanes, because see, every time I go home, I'm looking for the button, like when you push a button, food comes. You know what I mean? And now that I'm home, there is no button. How do you guys get food?
I eat a lot of takeout.
Just hire a nice stewardess for everything.
Yeah, right?
Yeah. No, no.
I like this.
That's a bad idea.
I have to put a button in my in my sofas and all my chairs and everywhere, like.
Right on.
And this fall you will come out with Papa Roach. Old friends?
Yeah, we've been forever.
I've known Jacoby for years.
Yeah, we've been talking about touring and together for years and years. It never came together because we were in a studio or they were in a studio. We were here, they were there. So it was always just a mismatch of timing. And finally, this is actually happening.
It's going to be fun.
I'll be there for sure. Ihr auch, hoffe ich mal, oder?
Got Your Six in der Limited Edition mit Digipack-Album inklusive Bonustracks, Flagge, Lanyard, laminiertem Fanpass und Armband sowie weitere Alben, Shirts, Hosen, Hoodies, Armbänder, Patches und Tourtickets von Five Finger Death Punch gibt es natürlich bei EMP. Klickt einfach auf den Link unten in der Beschreibung.